Acharya ji, sometimes when I'm left alone with my thoughts, I start to feel very small in this big universe. So because of that, I start to think about purpose. Like, is there any purpose to what I'm doing? Because since I'm very small and insignificant, I started to think about what's the real purpose of anything at all. So, and because of this, I start to lose interest or lack enthusiasm. I feel very detached from everything. Like, if people generally find it fun or happy, I don't find it what they find it to be as. So I thought I could get some clarity on this subject.
One needs clarity only when there is experience of trouble. In this entire description, what is it that troubles you?
I feel empty because I want to know what is missing, what is that purpose. I want to know, and I don't know that. So because of that, I feel
Purpose of what?
purpose of anything. Like anything I do, any small actions or anything I do, I want it to have some meaning. I see meaning in even when I go to college. I went for 4 years of college and then I found no meaning in it. Why am I doing this? Why am I going there? Why am I coming back? Why am I eating? I just I feel like ultimately life has some kind of purpose to it, and I don't know that. That's why, so anything I do, I feel empty. I have that, it's like this big void.
So that's a good thing. That's a very relevant question to ask. You must keep asking that question. Why am I doing this that I am doing? Including even the smallest things that you do. Including even the so-called insignificant actions. You must ask that question. Yes. Where is the trouble? You don't get an answer?
I don't get the answer to that, so that's fine.
But without the answer, why do you carry out the action? If you do not know why you are doing what you are doing, why do you continue to do what you are doing? Why did you take 4 years to drop out? Or probably you didn't drop out, you graduated. Ah. Why must you move even 1 inch without the movement having a purpose? Purposelessness is great for those who are alright with themselves. Then they can meander, wander, roam about, dance, get lost, do whatever they feel like. But for someone who is simmering within, purposelessness is a disease.
So, Acharya, how do I find this purpose?
Nobody needs any purpose. The purpose is defined, dictated by your current state. It is your current state that will dictate the purpose of your next move. In your current state, if you are hungry, your next move should be towards food. What is your current state? Exactly. And that requires closeness with oneself and honesty towards oneself. That's called self-knowledge. Once you have that, and that's a recurring thing, that's an ongoing thing. Once you have that, then it is very obvious what your next move should be. Then you don't have to think about it. Then action is spontaneous. Isn't it obvious that we cannot just keep moving here and there when our house is on fire? Had it been a lovely day with the perfect temperature and a nice breeze, and we had our stomachs full and probably our pockets as well, we could have just meandered the way we would have liked to. But today is a day when our house is on fire. Now, would we roam about purposelessly? Know your house. Once you know what the condition of your house is, all purposelessness would vanish. It's a great responsibility to know. Otherwise, your body could be on fire, your mind could be on fire, your house could be on fire, the entire planet could be on fire, and you could still be taking a nice vacation somewhere on a dream island, as many people do.
What is the state of peace?
Have you heard of Nero? Nero? No. Nero of Rome. So when Rome was burning, Nero was playing his flute. Destruction. How long will you play the flute? Look at the state of the planet today. And many of us are busy playing our personal flutes. How long? You're sitting in the middle of a burning city. Even your flute is of wood. Would your flute escape the fate of the city? Would it? The thing is, we have incomplete senses, incomplete being, and incomplete knowledge, incomplete memory, incomplete experiences. Everything about us is incomplete. So it becomes very difficult for us to remember in one instance, in the same moment, all that we already know of. Knowledge exists within us in fragmented zones. And all those zones don't occur to us in the same moment, all at once, all together. They don't come to us all together. So one zone of your knowledge knows fully well that your house is burning. But it won't present itself to you in the moment when another zone comes to you and says, that thing in front of me is so alluring. Just that too is knowledge, no? Now this knowledge and the knowledge that your house is burning don't come together to you. Could we, in the same instance, remember all that we already know of? Our actions would be of an altogether different quality. Even our own knowledge is not available to us all the time. Sometimes we remember this, and at other times we remember that. Never do we remember this as well as that. And there are 1,000 zones of knowledge within us. Those 1,000 never come to us all at once. Sometimes 2 of them come to us, sometimes 4 of them come to us. We never see, therefore, the total picture. Our memory, our analysis, our decisions, our actions, and therefore our life remain incomplete.
Acharya, the reason why I don't want to face like how these people are having a holiday when their entire city is burning, like how this Roman person played his flute. The reason why I don't feel like throwing myself into this mess is because I feel that it's an enormous force that is burning up everything else. So I'd rather be on a vacation for as long as I can postpone this thing, because there is enormous sadness into getting into it and fighting it, because I feel that there are not too many people on this side trying to save.
This is the fire. The various people you are referring to are all you. All the people that you are talking of are not at all different from you. And this is the fire. All carrying the same illusion that they and the world are different. So they say, I understand that the world needs my intervention, but the others don't understand. And the others are in a great majority. So I don't want to pick up this fight. Do you see this? A great division has been created between oneself and the world, or you could say the rest of the world. But is this division for real? If I speak to him, for example, would he not come up with the same argument exactly? Is he not you then? He too is saying, I too want to fight the fire, but nobody else wants to fight the fire, so I'm not fighting the fire. Okay, let's ask him. Do you want to fight the fire? Yes, I do, in my personal capacity, but I'm too major to fight it all alone, and nobody else wants to fight it. Okay. So there are 3 of them here who think they are all alone, right? Do you want to fight the fire? Yes, she too wants to fight the fire. Why don't you fight it? Because I can't do it all by myself. Okay. So there are 4 of you who think the fire needs to be fought, but nobody else wants to fight it. You want me to carry on? You are the world. All are dictated by the same primal tendencies as you are. We might be different at the level of thought, but we are not at all different in our roots. And I'm not talking of the true self or Atma. I'm talking of the basic human tendency. We are all the same. And in this sameness lies both the fire and the possibility of extinguishing it. If you keep succumbing to your base tendency, it is like succumbing to fire. Whereas if you can observe and know this base tendency, then you can overcome the fire. The fire really is not outside of us, it is within us. Our ignorance about our own self is the fire. And that ignorance comes up with very stupid yet very powerful arguments. This is one of the most pervasive and powerful arguments. I am well-meaning, I understand and appreciate things, I know the urgency of the situation, but what do? There are not many like me. Is that not what the ego loves to say? There are not many like me. I am special, I am unique. I understand, the other one does not. Maybe the other one does, just as well as you do. Maybe you just need to start doing what you must. Maybe you will find that a great force is already there waiting to support you. Maybe the very sight of somebody like you rising would put their doubts to rest. Maybe you would be greatly surprised when you rise up all alone. You'll find that there is nobody here who is not waiting to rise up. One person rising is actually not one individual rising. This one person is a representative of the deep tendency within all of us to rise up. So it is not a personal phenomena. It is something universal. At best, this person is representing something universal. But for sure, this is not something individual. The urge in you to get liberated, is it a personal urge or is it something that you invariably share with everyone here? Tell me, please. So many of us are sitting here. We are different in name, gender, economic status, situations, educational qualifications, age. 40 more parameters. What is it that keeps you here, still sitting together as one? That's the most important thing. You must know that beneath all our differences, we all are one as the moment you see that ultimately you and me are not even similar, we are same. She wants the same things in some other name, in some other context, but essentially the same thing. See, it's like, one aunt is approaching some jaggery. The other is approaching a laddu. The third is trying to invade a shop of sugarcane juice. Apparently, all three are after different things. Are they not? One is moving towards jaggery, and she is climbing up a huge lump of jaggery. The second one has made its way, sneaked into a box of laddu, sweets. And the third one is in a sugarcane shop. Apparently, very, very different contexts. One might be found inside a refrigerator. The other one is in a street side shop. But all chasing the same thing. What is it? Sweetness. It was not for nothing that those who knew, told us forcefully that we are all brothers and sisters. They didn't say we are husbands and wives. They didn't say we are merely friends. They were very categorical in asserting that we are all brothers and sisters. So don't wait. You can't be too different. Than your brother. Yes, of course, you are unique, special, and wonderful. But you would not want to say that your brother is an idiot either.